scientists have been working to reveal the secrets of Skinwalker Ranch. But is it possible that the clues to unlock the mystery are located beyond the borders of this hub of high strangeness? Now, an ex-CIA agent and a veteran journalist have been recruited by the Skinwalker team to go on a high-stakes mission across America.
The Skinwalker Ranch in southeast Utah has reported many paranormal and UFO-related activities. It's also where the reality series, The Secret of Skinwalker Ranch, first introduced us to a team investigating some of these claims.
And now investigators have decided to search beyond the ranch to find out if the truth is really out there. Paul Beeben is a broadcast journalist, podcaster, and producer, also a member of that team, and joins us now for more. Paul, it's nice to have you with us on TMS. And first off, can you tell us a bit more about the history of the Skinwalker Ranch and what you discovered there?
Well, thanks for having me. It's great to be with you in Toronto. And, I think the thing that's so interesting about, the Skinwalker Ranch itself and sort of the stories connected to it and the other places we're looking into is sort of the continuity, between these places and Skinwalker. Some of the things that people report seeing there and experiencing there and elsewhere do seem to be sort of in, the same vein. So that's the question. Are there connections between these places and Skinwalker? And really, what does it all mean, if anything?
Can you tell us more about some of the locations you visit this season?
Yeah, sure. We really concentrated on the Mountain West, the region not too far from Skinwalker. And we did that for a couple of reasons. I mean, first of all, you may know a lot of this stuff does seem to happen in remote locations, where people have clear night skies or less sort of city noise or whatever there may be, less sort of noise in the environment. So this season really concentrates on the Mountain West, but we're going to be expanding that as we go forward.
All right. Can you walk us through maybe how your investigations, how they work?
Well, I don't know if you've seen what happens at Skinwalker Ranch, the way Travis and the team there approach it. They really try to put some science to this stuff, right? They try to use all kinds of really modern technology and sophisticated instrumentation to gather data, right? Because you start with a story, right? You start with something that someone has experienced, they've seen, they've felt in many cases. What we're trying to do is say, okay, so if that happened, what was it? Can we record something about it? Can we get some data to actually analyze? So you sort of start with a story, you gather some data, and then you make the story make sense. You sort of try to end up where you began.
And speaking of stories, you have covered so many over the course of your career. What led you to pivot into this world?
Well, here's the thing. I mean, I'm a storyteller first and foremost, and I've been fortunate in my career, and I bet you feel the same as a journalist. What could be better than talking to people about their stories and experiences, and then having the privilege of telling those stories to the world, right? UFOs and sort of this realm of experience is something that everyone has an opinion about, right? Like if you ask anyone, what do you think about UFOs? Nobody is going to say, I really don't care. I don't care if they're real or not. Like everyone has some kind of strong opinion. Oh, I think they're real. Oh, I think aliens have never been here. Oh, I think they're already here. You know what I mean? So it's a great question. It's an eternal question. And it's a lot of fun to run around and check this stuff out.
All right. So having said that, Paul, we have to ask, while filming, have you or anyone on your team, have you personally experienced anything out of the ordinary?
Well, if I told you that, I would kind of spoil the show, wouldn't I? You got to watch to find out, right? No, I will say they're talking to all the people that we had the pleasure and privilege to talk to, running the experiments that Andy and I did in the field. I saw some things and experienced some things and observed some things on our equipment that, I couldn't explain, that none of us could explain. And you'll see, people on the crew, which are part of our whole show, we like to pull back the curtain and show what's happening, because our team experiences things too. And there's a lot, there's more than Andy's, there's more than just 4 eyes in the field. There's, 16 eyes because we've got a whole crew out there with us. So yeah, it's a pretty wild ride, and you'll see there's some stuff out there that we just really couldn't explain.
All right. Well, Beyond Skinwalker Ranch premieres this Sunday at 10 p.m. on the History Channel and will be available to stream on Stack TV. Paul, thank you so much for dropping by.
Thanks for having me. Have a great day.